an engineer,
Yes.
so I mean I understand the concept, but you can get a little too far into that world.
Yeah.
Um, but I do understand the general. I agree with the general principle of it,
Yeah.
right? Where it's not stuff. I mean,
It's
an
not stuff.
example I give is one thing we splurged on a trip was my wife and I. She bought it for my birthday. She rented a Ferrari for the day, and I drove it around Tuscany, like on
Yeah.
like a private tour. I felt so awkward doing that. I mean, it was kind of cool, but in the same way, it's like I can't imagine this being normal. I remember it was a convertible, so we kind of pulled back into Florence at the end of the tour,
Hmm.
and I kind of pulled up to an intersection, and some guy was walking around asking for money. And I was sitting there in a Ferrari, and literally, I had no money on me. I mean, it's not my car. But he kind of comes up, and I was like, "Sorry, no cash." And he just kind of gave me this evil look, like,
Like, what are you talking
"What are you
about? What
talking
kind
about?
of
You're
car are
driving
you
a
driving?
Ferrari. How can you have no cash on you?" I'm like, honestly, this is just. I drive a Hyundai back
Yeah.
home. I mean, this
Yeah.
is not my normal car. So yeah, I can't. I don't want that to be my life. Like kind of yachts and Ferraris and all the rest of it. I
Yeah.
don't think it would make me
Yeah.
happy at all.
That's beautiful because I think another thing my son was asking is like because being Muslim and learning about the Prophet's life and all that, he's like they were always so poor all the time. The Prophet, like, why? It's like and he's like the reason is like they would always give away the food. And I was like, there's a huge reason behind it. Because on the day of judgment, you're going to be asked for every single penny you've earned, every single splurge that you did. You got to pay, you got to answer for all of those things. So you've got to be able to be content with your life with what you have and look at the people who don't have much instead of looking at people who have the mansions and
And our
the
culture
amazing.
is not built for that. I mean,
It is
they don't
not.
make TV shows about the regular people. They